Do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself, your name, what's your company, what this tour's about?
Sure. Well, my name is Francisco, but actually everybody calls me Paco. So, I'm a biologist. I studied at UAM, in Mexico City, and I really love ecology and plants, animal, and actually I really love all the interactions between the living beings, So I'm working here right now at Medalia, and non-profit, a non-profit that is trying to preserve Xochimilco's wetland with all this natural, environment and landscape. And of course, we're trying to rescue the culture and the history of this place also. And I've been here, I think, almost 3 years. I have learned a lot of the nature of this place and about birds, about water, the fishes, the plants, the animals, the mammals, all the things that we grow in the Chinampa, all the techniques, And I think that this place has given to me super a very good experience, about like biologist.
And what's so important about this place? Was Mexico just a lot more like this before Mexico City?
I mean, this wetland is a remnant of the original lake. Mexico City used to be a huge lake long time ago. So let's say that, the rest of Mexico City used to look like this around 1,000 years ago, 1,100 years ago. So you can imagine, this is a remnant of a culture, this is a remnant of a civilization, and of course we have to preserve it as much as we can, so yes.
Is there a big emphasis on conservation in Mexico City?
Well, now it's getting like more important, but back in the day, like 3 years ago or 20 years ago, it was not like this, Now I think that people have conscience about that. Well, we have to preserve the ecosystems and this place. But I mean, I don't want to say that it's pretty new, but it's not that.
It's become higher on the agenda more recently.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. And in terms of as a tourist experience, does it get quite busy in normal times?
Yeah. Currently, we have had many visitors all around the planet. We have visitors from the USA, UK, Europe, like France, Germany. We have visitors from Australia, New Zealand, from Japan, China, Korea, Russia, Africa as well, Latin America, like Chile, Brazil, Colombia. So we have had many.
And has that been mostly through the Airbnb experiences?
Yes.
Okay. So that's been really good as a platform for you guys.
Yes.
Okay, great. I'll record some more in a minute when we see plants and stuff.
Artificial islands all then made long time ago by the Aztecs. Why? When they just got to this place, when they just got to central Mexico, they didn't find fertile lands. They just found water, a big lake. So this is why they decided to make these islands, to build this island from zero, using different materials, For example, sediment from the bottom of the lake. They also used rocks, branches, different types of plants. And with a layer system, little by little, they made these islands, and then they used them as farms. Why? Because this land is super fertile. I mean, it was very fertile, and nowadays, it is very fertile. So nowadays people grow different types of plants, from native plants, for example, the corn, the chili pepper, the squash, the pumpkin, and they also grow native and non-native plants, for example, the chard, the lettuce, the onion, the garlic. So as you can imagine, these islands are very, very productive. Chicos, estas islas que están Calpique, both of them are native to this place, and they are very small. I mean, they are just as long as my fingers, so you can imagine they are not that big. And they are very important culturally talking. Why? Because the Aztecs used to feed on them. They used to feed them, and then they used to cook them. This is why they are very important. Unfortunately, one of them, the Mexcalpique, is in danger of extinction. And actually, it's pretty sad. Why? Because that fish is beautiful. I think that it looks like a Pokemon. I mean, its fins look like wings, so it looks like it's flying when it's swimming. So it's just so sad. And of course, in here we can find the non-native species. So, for example, we can find carp and tilapia. Do you know carp and tilapia?
Yeah.
Okay. Both of them are invasive, and actually they represent a threat to this wetland. Fortunately, let's say the government has taken, some measures to regulate the population of those fishes. So the main one is that they have allowed to the people to fish, the non-native fishes, so that they can fish the carp and the tilapia. So let's say with that solution, they are just fixing two problems. They are just regulating the population of the fishes, but at the same time they are feeding the people. Let's say, not like that, but let's say the plant, because this, this water plant produces a very beautiful plant. Flower. It's very small and thin, something like light purple flower. So he fell in love with the flower. So he thought, so if I just take this plant to Mexico City, I think it will look exactly the same on Xochimilco's waters. So of course he took the plant and brought it here. Eventually this plant became a pest because in here it didn't find natural predators, it didn't find natural conditions to regulate its population. So now it grows everywhere, and actually during the rainy season it's super hard to control because it reproduces super quickly. So yeah, sometimes this plant covers entirely canals, so it's almost impossible to navigate through them. I'm gonna show you in 1 second a canal that is completely covered with this plant, and you will see what I'm talking about. Okay, the government has to remove this plant almost every month, and especially during the rainy season, they have to remove this plant quickly, because if you don't do it, it just it will cover maybe the entire wetlands. Oh my god. Okay guys, so in this wetland we can find different types of snakes, so we can find the water culebra. Water culebra is a very thin and small snake. It's not dangerous at all. It feeds on small fishes and insects. Also we can find the cinquate. Cinquate is the longest snake that we can find in this wetland. It's as long as the paddle, so you can imagine it's very long. Yeah. So, well, that one is not dangerous at all either. It feeds on small mammals, fishes, insects, so yeah. And well, of course we can find it here, Xochimilco dark snake. I'm biologist, so I really love snakes. And that one is one of my favorites. It's completely it's completely dark, and it shines under the sunlight in different colors. So it shines in green, blue, red. So it's just beautiful. And well, those are water snakes, so that means that they can swim. And they can live on land too. The only land snake that we can find in this wetland is the rattlesnake. You know the rattlesnake? Mm-hmm. Okay, that one is the only one that is dangerous, the only one that is poisonous. Fortunately to us, let's say, unlike the northern Mexico rattlesnake or the American rattlesnake, this rattlesnake is not aggressive. It's not violent at all. So every time it hears a boat or human steps or similar, it just runs away. It doesn't like to be with humans at all. So let's say that we are safe.
Cool. I find snakes very beautiful as well, but I'm still scared of them because my original degree was biochemistry, so I did obviously did quite a lot of biology.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a crossover, and I worked in sustainable fashion, and again.
A little bit deeper, please. That's okay. Very good. What's the name?
Emerald.
Sorry?
Emerald.
Emerald.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. Okay, guys. I'll be back in 5